as it's getting nearer to Christmas. I remembered back to the RMT strikes last year, which led to this rather bizarre exchange between union boss Mick Lynch and Piers Morgan wannabe Richard Madeley as they discuss who's responsible for destroying Christmas.
And I'm not being sentimental about this. You will know, because you keep an eye on the opinion polls, that many people who support your right to strike and who support your basic thrust and your cause are appalled that you're striking over Christmas, over this Christmas week. They feel that it's an act of almost sadism and unkindness. Whatever happened to Christmas kindness? Why couldn't you put all of these strikes, every single one of them, into January? Why do you have to target people at Christmas? Because you're going to be putting people out of business who run hotels, who run restaurants, who run bars and retailers. This is the time of year where they make their money, and you are robbing them of their income for the coming year. Many of them are saying they're going to go bust.
Well, we're not targeting Christmas. It isn't Christmas yet, Richard. I don't know when your Christmas starts, but mine starts on Christmas Eve. So we are striking at this time because we've not got a settlement.
Commercial Christmas starts in December. You know that perfectly well. You're being disingenuous.
It's not disingenuous, is it?
It is disingenuous. Of course it is.
Well,
Commercial Christmas does not start on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is when people shut early. Don't be ridiculous.
Richard, you're just talking to yourself.
Commercial Christmas starts at the end of November and early December, and that's when people make their money, and you are depriving them of their income. That's the point.
Right. Have you finished then?
Well, will you answer the question, Mr. Lynch? And then I'll shut up.
Well, I have answered the question. So, well, OK, if you give me a minute, I will.
No, you said that Christmas started on Christmas Eve, and that's nonsense. I won't let you get away with nonsense. Well, Christmas does not start on Christmas Eve.
Richard.
So let's just be clear. It starts in early December, and that's what we're talking about.
Do you want to... Richard, why don't you just interview yourself if you want to talk to me?
Cheap point, Mr. Lynch. I'm holding you to account on behalf of the viewers, not on behalf of myself. I'm not interested in the sound of my own voice. I'd like to hear yours.
You're just talking to yourself at the moment.
I'd like to hear yours answering the question.
Well, if you'd like to hear mine, why don't you stop talking for a second?
Because you won't answer the question, and until you do, I'll keep interrupting. It's my job. On you go. Job on.
Well, you can't interrupt me if you don't let me talk.
You just said... No, sorry, you just said that Christmas begins on Christmas Eve, and that has to be challenged. So, would you come back and answer the point about why you're taking the action over the weeks leading up to Christmas, destroying many people's Christmases?
Are you going to let me speak now?
Yes, please do.
Are you going to let me speak?
Yes, please do.
I told you that Network Rail will start imposing these changes.
Click here for Mick Lynch's top 5 interviews.